aka Diggs Report. I am back with another video, and no, it is not another free agency video. This one is the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL draft. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why is he doing this right now? Well, the combine for the quarterbacks is on Saturday. I wanted to get this done to let you guys know what to look for in these quarterbacks at the combine. Enough talking about it. Let's get right into this, starting with Sam Darnold. His biggest strength, his upside. He has the potential to be the best quarterback in this draft. You see it when he played at USC. His biggest weakness, the turnovers. Okay? That was a big problem last year. So he's still raw, but he has great potential. Let's see who takes him. And what to look for at the combine? Well, he's not throwing. So just hear how he does in the interviewing process. And then on his pro day, that's when you get to see him throw. And you get to see how far is he from being a starter in the NFL. Next up is the first two Joshes. This one's Josh Allen. He's probably the most talented quarterback in this draft. Mike Mayock said himself he has not seen an arm as strong as Allen since Jamarcus Russell. Now, that is not particularly a good comparison because Russell did not have a good NFL career, but let's forget about that for a second. Jamarcus Russell had a cannon for an arm, and we've heard what Josh Allen can do. He's thrown it 50 yards while on his knees. That's telling you something about his arm strength. But the production does not match the talent. Even at a small school, he did not put up the big stats that you would like to see out of a kid this talented. And when he was playing against the bigger schools, didn't really put up the stats that you want him to see. So is he a guy that has all the talent but doesn't know how to use it? Well, at the moment, yes. But at the combine, we're going to see how he competes with these guys. We're going to see how he's going to keep himself in this conversation for the first overall pick. The second Josh Rosen is next. And I see him as the most ready quarterback, as the guy that can come in day one and start. But he has had some injury issues, and maybe has some attitude problems. I've been hearing it, but then I hear different reports. For him, it's competing, keeping himself in a top 10 spot, and his interviews. He has to nail them. I heard what his teammates said today, that they would be lucky to have him, that a team would be lucky to have him, that he's a once-in-a-generation player. But he has to have a good attitude around his teammates and around his coaches, or else you're not going to last long in this league. Baker Mayfield's up next, and his production speaks for itself. His determination speaks for itself. Former walk-on, a guy that was not expected to be as good as he was at Oklahoma, and he ended up being one of the best quarterbacks I have ever seen in college. I'll be honest. One of the best quarterbacks I have ever seen. I've seen a lot of really good quarterbacks. But he is a little small for the position. He's just above 6 foot. Not exactly what you want to see, but it's not that big of a deal. We have smaller quarterbacks than Russell Wilson and Drew Brees, so not as big a deal to me as you would think. But the attitude problem with him, the things that he has done, like planting the flag on Kansas's midfield, is he in Johnny Football 2.0? That's what people are saying. I don't know if that's true, but it is something to keep in mind. And for him, again, he has to show that determination. He has to nail these interviews. If people see his determination, how can they turn him away? Okay, time for the freak. Lamar Jackson. His athleticism is some of the best you have ever seen. Not just in a quarterback, but in a football player in general. And listen, he is a quarterback. Okay? You think he has to move to receiver? He doesn't. He is a quarterback. I have seen him play at Louisville. He has the talent to be a quarterback in this league. Now, he does have some accuracy issues, but don't let that below completion percentage fool you. His receivers dropped a lot of passes. Yes, he has some accuracy issues he has to work out, but his receivers dropped a lot of passes. At the combine, just watch his mechanics. Watch where the ball is when he's throwing. Watch his feet. Watch his throwing motion. Just watch the mechanics. If he has pretty good mechanics or something to work with, somebody's going to take him. And finally, the forgotten man, Mason Rudolph. Nobody's talking about him, and I've seen him play at Oklahoma State. He's got talent, and he's got the production to match with it. I mean, why is no one talking about him? If you've seen him play at Oklahoma State, he definitely has the talent to be a starting quarterback in this league. But he does need to learn. When you're at Oklahoma State, you're not really learning the fundamentals of quarterback, so he has to learn that. He's not going to start right away. But I think he's a guy, if you develop, he will be a starting quarterback in this league. That's what he's going to have to show. He needs to show that he's willing to learn, that he's willing to learn how to play the position. Okay, guys, that's my video. Tomorrow, I'm going to be putting up the 4th video of the free agency. And after that, I'll have 4 left. Hopefully, I can get it done before free agency starts. See you then.